Maruti Suzuki launched its second SUV Victoris today. What's special about this car? Well, the car packs modern digital features, including Alexa auto integration, and it is the company's first car on Indian roads to offer the level 2 ADAS. It also features 6 airbags as standard and a 5-star BNCAP rating. Powertrain options include petrol CNG with an underbody tank and a strong hybrid setup featuring a heavily localized battery. Maruti also plans to export the Victoris to over 100 countries. ET now caught up with the management. Listen in.
We have products all segments because in order to maintain our leadership position, we have to have products in all segments. So Nexa and Arena, when I think mid SUV segment, we have the one in Nexa, but we are missing important products in the mid SUV for Arena channel. So we would like to introduce as quickly as possible. So if possible, we would have introduced much earlier, but this is the earliest possible timing for us to introduce this model.
That is essential in terms of the timing and how you spoke about what this means to the category as well. Just to touch base upon that, 28% market share in that particular segment. With the launch of this, how do you see that pan out?
That percentage I mentioned is a percentage out of our total sales. Right. So that is our contribution. And as you know, currently the total SUV market is over 55% of the Indian SUVs auto space. So our market share, actually our sales contribution of SUV to total sales is still much lower than the industry average. So I see there is a much potential for us to grow in this SUV segment. And with this addition of new products, as you see, this model has got it all. So everything in it. So it has got a very strong competitive edge against other products from other OEM. So I'm sure that we can get good market share in the mid SUV segment with this.
Taking a cue from what you said is got it all, which is the tagline of the product. But you also spoke about how this has come in the timing of it, which also brings me to my next question in terms of competition. With the kind of players that are already there in this segment, how are you looking at that? And what is the rationale behind, navigating that as well?
Yeah, I think a lot of players in it is good for us because it means there's a fairly good chance for us to get the sales out of our other competitors. If there's only like one or two products, and if one of them is from Maruti Suzuki, then it will mean that we will compete within Maruti Suzuki brand. But because there are so many products in the field, so I don't think there is a competition against Maruti Suzuki products. But our main competition is all OEMs over there in the field, and I think there is a fair chance to get a good market share out of that.
So in a sense, competition is good, is what you are saying. The other thing that I wanted to touch upon is to what you also spoke about is the Bharat NCAP rating that it has got. So just to put that into context.
As you see, we are recently pushing our safety very strongly. So we introduced Arena Safety Shield, and which covers not only airbags but whole bunch of safety features in it. And we are now paying utmost attention to the safety of our customer. So this represents a very good symbol of showing our direction for the future.
Something that I wanted to ask you, Mr. Takeuchi, and which happened very recently, is with how the Prime Minister did flag off the e-Vitara, and that is, of course, a big vision for Make in India aspect as well. But what I do want to understand is, in terms of the exports that we touched upon, while we look at those markets, are you looking at similar markets for Victorius, or is it different?
It's all over. It's almost more than 100 countries. So naturally, those markets is almost very similar, and we will be very strong with e-Vitara, and with this, I think we can get very good export sales. So our intention is make in India and made for the world. So that is in line with I think government guidance to making India and increase export. So we are following this government guidelines and also contribute to India by exporting a lot of cars. So that is our company's intention.
That has been insaculated very well by you. But what I would want to ask you before I let you go is definitely the price point. What are we looking at in terms of the fact that it's also the festive seasons that are around the corner? And if the consumers were to get an understanding of it, what are we looking at?
Well, actually, currently, because of the, lots of talks about GST, so the situation is a little bit unclear. So that's why we believe that we have to study a little bit carefully how the new GST will be set. And after that, I think we can introduce the price. So please wait a little while until we announce the price.
Can I ask you, what is your favorite feature of the new launch?
This car has an automatic back door with your kick gesture. It will open the back door. I think this is a great, convenience that customer can enjoy with this.
Right, so that was the MD and CEO of Maruti Suzuki talking about the latest launch from the company and everything that the company has planned for the Indian markets going ahead.